Death Stranding, man. Something happened today I never expected. How many of you guys like Death Stranding? And particularly, how many of you guys like Death Stranding that's on the Xbox platform? Because if so, I got some good news for you. What's going on, you guys? Gaming Addict here, coming at you with another video. Today I want to talk about Death Stranding. First off, let me give my initial history on Death Stranding. Never been a fan. And it's not necessarily anything against Death Stranding. It's just the type of gameplay that Death Stranding had. I never vibed with. I always felt like when I'm looking at Death Stranding and just the gameplay never clicked with me. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad game. Throughout the years of me seeing, updates to it, the way that, the community helps build new routes, kind of makes me intrigued a little bit more to at least try the game out. Now that it's on Xbox, maybe I'll try it. I don't know, because here's the thing. Even though that this is on Xbox for $20, and we'll get to that here in a minute, I've had it for Epic for years because they gave it for free and I still ain't tried that game. But I don't know. We'll see, man. I'm a streamer. Think that would be a good game to stream. But anyway, woke up this morning to an evolving story. Let's get into the first thing, man. Let's get into the first thing. So as you can see, here's an initial tweet that is citing this article here. In this announcement, Kojima Production also reported that the IP of the game will belong to the studio in the future. We will continue to connect more fans around the world in various forms of entertainment. Kojima comments on the release of the Xbox Series S and X version. Now, if you want, you can pop over here, and this is the actual account of Kojima Productions just announcing that the game is coming to the Xbox platform. And not only is it coming to the platform, it's stealth dropped. And not only did it come to the platform and stealth drop, this sucker's 50% off. It's $20 right now. You could go right now and pick this game up on Xbox for $20. Now look, like I said, game never really vibed with me. I'm a different type of content creator than I used to be in the past. Maybe it's worth playing a little bit on stream. I don't know. We'll have to see. For any of those that would be interested in that, if I do stream the game, in the description below is Addict Arena. That's my streaming channel. Shameless plug. But, here's the thing when it comes to this. Even though that this game never really resonated with me, PlayStation doesn't own this thing. What's interesting is PlayStation used to own the IP. But as you could see, Kojima has came out and they have negotiated with PlayStation somehow, and now they own the IP. Which is interesting that PlayStation's even willing to negotiate that. Now, we all know the elephant in the room. Death Stranding 2. That's coming out probably next year. I don't know if the game officially has a release date. These days, unless I see a concrete street date, which most of the time that gets pushed back, I'm always skeptical if a game is going to release the month that they claim or the date that they claim, for that matter. I don't know if Death Stranding 2 has one. But what's interesting is Death Stranding 2 is a PlayStation 5 exclusive. And even though that, I might not necessarily be the biggest fan of this game, I'm not, 100% with the style of this game, I can understand why a lot of people like this, and I do feel like this title can get a lot of traction. But where does that lead the sequel? Is this sequel going to come out for Xbox day and date with the PlayStation counterpart? Because Kojima owns the IP now. Now, I don't know what that means. Maybe Kojima, doesn't own the publishing rights to Death Stranding 2, or maybe there's some kind of condition that, a timed exclusivity doesn't really matter how things go in the moment. At the end of the day, it just depends on what happens with the agreements that's made. PlayStation doesn't own Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. they own the publishing rights to a degree, and they don't even own that. You know, I don't think they own the PC publishing rights, but it's agreements that's made. It's the agreements that you make going into this, and exactly what those agreements are. And what I mean by that is, right now, most likely, if I were a betting man, this game is still going to be a PlayStation exclusive, Death Stranding 2. Does that mean it's going to be that way forever? Probably not. I think we can agree that if they wanted to, it would already be an exclusive. Clearly, it's not exclusive to a degree. It's going to be a timed exclusive. That's my bet. This game's going to be timed exclusive, but it's just like Death Stranding 2, even though that it's not my style of a game, I'm not stupid enough to not admit that this game's got a following, man. Kojima is probably one of the last reigning rock stars in the industry. So I don't mind. I do not blame Xbox for cozying up to Kojima. You know, he's got his own exclusive coming to the Xbox platform. I wouldn't be surprised if Xbox have cozied up to him to get this on, because it is, look, things like this don't happen overnight. Kojima has been porting this to the Xbox platform for a while now, and now you're seeing the game on the platform. So I would say past 3 to 6 months, this game has been ported to the Xbox platform, which is interesting. I want to know why PlayStation let go of the publishing rights. I want to know why they sold this IP back to Kojima, because it's not really his style, like PlayStation style. It does feel like there's a lot of conversations going into whether or not PlayStation is, you know, considering more of a third-party approach. Now, I'm not saying this means a third-party approach, because I don't necessarily think that's the case. But it's interesting that they're willing to let more of that third-party aspect go and let that publish on anything. Because PlayStation could have easily kept this. Don't get it twisted, guys. PlayStation chose to relinquish those rights. I don't know if it was monetary value or maybe exclusivity on something beyond Death Stranding 2. But they chose to let those rights go. Or they chose to sell those rights back. They could have easily been like, no, we like Death Stranding on the PlayStation platform for good. So I'm interested to see exactly what goes on further with this. Does that mean that PlayStation might be a little bit more willing to let some of these companies that they work with, such as, Stella Blade. There's so many games that PlayStation has partnered with that they really go hard in terms of not letting you have your own exclusives on any other platform, especially when we just saw the Crimson Desert thing. They wanted exclusivity, and in the press release, they specifically said no Xbox. So clearly PlayStation's going around with those particular terms. And they also said they wanted to control the PC publishing. But it feels like here, what does this mean? I'm a little bit in the middle. I think there's a chance that Kojima approached them for this. There's a chance that, look, they made a mutual middle ground scenario. They know it's going to Xbox because it already went to Windows Store. So I would say that was probably easier to do on the back end because of all that work that's done. It's interesting, though, man. I'm curious what you guys have to say in the comment section. Do you guys think that, Death Stranding 2 is going to be in dating Xbox? Would be interesting because probably they didn't sign no verbiage with Game Pass because of the deals and the relationship that they had with Kojima. But it is interesting if they somehow make Death Stranding 2 and Game Pass day and date. I know the odds of that is through the roof. Probably not going to happen. But it would be interesting because Death Stranding 2 being in Game Pass day and date with its PlayStation counterpart, which I don't think. I do think that's going to be a timed exclusive PlayStation 5. But I'm just thinking of what the internet would explode over. But anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm very curious your guys' opinion on this. Me, I don't care. It's like I said, I might try this game. I might not. Now that it's on, my preferred platform, I can get achievements for it, I guess. Do I really need them? No. But like I said, I'm a different content creator than I was a couple years ago. Playing something like this on stream would probably be very entertaining. I could make it entertaining, and I would probably enjoy interacting with my stream doing this. But, you know, tell me what you guys think in there. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button. It's always appreciated. You can always sub to the channel. We make content pretty much weekly. I have cooled down the past couple days because of the election. Wanted to give people the space to just go wild, and I did. And now we back to regular programming. Definitely follow me on Twitter at Lord Addict IOP. All that's in the description below. Appreciate all of the support you guys have been giving me. And until next time, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace. Death Stranding 2 on Xbox is literally something I did not think I would wake up to. You guys have a good one.